How you feeling, guys? This is the HMD Skyline, the Lumia-inspired phone from the HMD, the company that makes Nokia phones nowadays. But now they have actually started using their own brand, HMD, and this is their Lumia-inspired phone Skyline that just came out. And I'm going to show you a little unboxing here, what comes in the box, how the phone looks. And then I'm also going to talk a little bit about my first impressions with the phone, and we're going to take a look at some camera performance, and we're going to put it up against the Google Pixel 8, so that should be fun. So yeah, in the box you only get the USB-C, the USB-C cable, and you get the manuals. And one funny thing or weird thing about the phone is that it comes in a pink box, even though I have the black model, so I think that's actually kind of weird, but yeah. Yeah, and as you can see, it is definitely a very much so Lumia-inspired design here. And I think it's pretty refreshing seeing a design like this. It's something different, and it comes with the a customizable button on the right side, and then it has on the left side, it has the volume rocker and the power button that also is a fingerprint sensor. And on the bottom of the phone, you get the charging port, speakers, and a SIM card tray. And here is the look at the camera housing. I think this is the only thing that I don't really like about the design too much. I think the old Lumia phones had a better looking camera housings, and here's actually a side by side with the Lumia 925 that I happen to have. And I think the design is very similar to the Lumia 925. Actually, both have a replaceable back cover, or I mean removable back cover. And also HMD has made this phone pretty easy to repair. You can actually order the new batteries and all kinds of parts from iFixit. They have partnered with those guys, so that's actually a really cool thing about this phone. Easy to repair. I think people like that. Alright guys, what do you say? Let's check out some photos taken with the HMD Skyline. I think people are very interested in that. And I'm going to put it up against a Google Pixel 8. So the competition is going to be pretty tough for the Skyline. But let's see what the camera in Skyline can do day one against Pixel 8. Alright guys, so you can actually play along here. I'm not going to reveal right away which one is which. So we have the Google Pixel 8 here, and we have the HMD Skyline side by side. And in this first photo, you can pause the video and decide for yourself, but I'm also going to share my own opinions here. In this first photo, I think both phones look pretty good, but I do think the photo on the right looks a little bit better. There's a little bit more details on the metals and stuff like that. But overall, I like the right photo, and that is Google Pixel 8. Alright, so next photo is the Xbox here, and this I have a clear winner for this one, and that is on the right. It's way better photo than the photo on the sorry, I mean exactly opposite. I mean the photo on the left I think is way better than the photo on the right, and that is Google Pixel 8 once again. So let's go for the next photo. Alright, so here we are once again outside, and this one is actually a lot tougher because I think both photos are really good here, and I can't really decide. If you actually zoom in a little bit, this is 2.5 times zoom. Here I actually think the photo on the right looks a little bit better, but it's, I don't know, it's actually really tough to say which one I prefer here. I think both are really good. I would give this a tie. And the photo on the right was actually the Skyline, and the left was Pixel 8. Alright. Now we have a Pepsi bottle here, and for this photo, I personally have a pretty clear winner here, and that is the photo on the right. Which one do you think looks better? And the photo on the right was Google Pixel 8. And next, once again, we are outside, and this is a zoom photo. So this is using the 4 times zoom on the phones. And for this photo, personally, I much prefer the photo on the left. And the left photo is HMD Skyline, actually. Let's take a look at another zoomed in photo. So once again, 4 times zoom here. And for this photo, it's neither of them is actually correct the colors. But I would still say that I prefer the photo on the left, and that is Google Pixel 8. And here we have the same place, but this is with the main cameras, and again I prefer the photo on the left, which is Google Pixel 8. But I don't know, it's tough to say because neither of them actually got the colors right, but still I prefer the photo on the left, which is Pixel 8. And here is the same photo with the ultra wides, once again the same order. Again, at a first glance, I think the photo on the left looks better, but when I zoom in 4 times, I think the Skyline actually has a little bit more detail in some places here in the photo. It doesn't look as over sharpened as the Pixel 8, but it is overexposed, and overall I think the Google Pixel on the left wins that photo. And here we have Mario, and this was actually a pretty tough photo because there was a lot of light coming from the front, so it's a tough to capture, but still easy winner from me here. Left photo, Google Pixel 8. Now we have one taken inside, and for me in this photo, there's not like a huge difference here in between the photos, but I still do definitely think that the photo on the right looks better than me, and that is actually the HMD Skyline. Alright, so next up we have a close-up photo of this figure here, and for this photo I have a very clear winner. I think the photo on the right is definitely a lot better than the photo on the left. The left one is over bright, it's too bright, and the photo on the right is actually pretty good looking, and the photo on the right is Google Pixel 8. But this is a photo where I want to actually talk about a little bit about the HMD Skyline auto mode, because I actually captured this same photo using a pro mode where I can manually set the settings, because Skyline does offer that, which is pretty cool. And I'm gonna swap in the my manual photo, so you can actually see that the camera does have potential to get better, but for some reason automatic mode often takes really bad photos and the overbright photos. So hopefully they can fix that. Alright, so here is the manual photo taken with the Skyline, and I have to say that this manual photo taken with the Skyline is actually pretty close to how the scene actually looked to my eyes, and I have to say that with these photos side by side I actually prefer the Skyline photo, but of course that is taken with the manual mode instead of the auto mode. And I have to say that I hope they can actually fix the brightness issue in the auto mode. It often takes too bright photos for some reason, and here with the manual mode I can see that this camera definitely has some potential. So let's hope they can actually tune the camera with the software updates. Okay, for this photo I actually think both look pretty good, and at a first glance I actually thought that the right photo looks a little bit better to me, but the right photo definitely has more noise, so overall it's kind of, I would actually lean towards the left one because it's also more like the scene actually looked, and that is Google Pixel 8. Now in this photo I think the picture on the right is a little bit too soft, and because of that it loses a lot of details compared to the left one. Meanwhile the left one may be a little bit too sharp, but still I would overall much prefer that photo, and the left one is Google Pixel 8. But you can use the night mode on the Skyline. Here you can see how that looks. Now it's definitely over sharpened, but you have the option to do that. But overall, I mean, when it comes to low light photos, I think the Skyline is not an excellent camera here. And here's another example of this is a very low light photo, both using night mode. I think the photo on the right looks way better, and that is Google Pixel 8. And I actually had a tough time trying to focus on the Skyline here. I took multiple shots and I got this. Meanwhile on the Pixel I had just took one photo, and you can see it right here. So Pixel much better in the low light. Let's take a look at the selfie photo. I have only this one selfie photo here. I think the colors on the left may be a little bit more natural, but that's about the advantages for that photo, because I think the photo on the left photo on the right looks way better, especially when you look at the detail difference. It's a lot. I actually never thought that the Pixel 8 had a bad selfie camera. Maybe, I don't know if it does, but here you can see the photo on the right is actually the Skyline, and it seems like the phone has an excellent selfie camera. It's so detailed compared to the Pixel 8, but both are pretty good still. All right, guys, so there you have it. I know that is not a detailed review or anything like that, but I think people want to see how the camera is on the Skyline. And I have to say that overall, I think the camera is fine, but it definitely needs some tuning. Often it takes too bright photos, so I think with the software updates they can actually make the Skyline actually worth the money. But the starting price for the Skyline is $499, and honestly, when you think about the overall package, I think the design is really good. I like it. The materials used, it's metal, it's glass. It's great for the price range. But I think when it comes to specifications and stuff like that, that's when I think I don't know, $499 I think is a little bit too much for this device. I actually bought this one for $399 because there was a carrier that actually had a deal that you can buy the phone for $399 if you are already using their SIM cards, and I actually was, so I was able to get this for $399. And for $399 actually it's a different conversation. At that point I think it is worth it. But what do you think about the early impressions here, the camera? I did not talk about, I know I didn't talk really much about the OS, but I have to say it feels very much like something like Pixel phone. It's very clean Android. The menus and everything looks almost exactly like Google Pixel. So if you like that, then you're gonna like the OS experience here. They only promise 2 major Android updates here, which is a little bit disappointing, and 3 years of security patches. They have a great repairability. It's easy to take the back cover off, fix the parts you want to do. You want to swap the screen. It's gonna be easy. Pretty much anybody can do that. But then they have only 3 years of security patches. But overall, it's a pretty good phone, and if you can get it for $399, then I actually personally think it's worth that. Alright guys, so thank you so much for watching this video. This is not something I usually do, but I wanted to do a quick video on this phone because there really isn't much videos on the Skyline. So I hope you liked it, and yeah, thanks for watching.